connected to Management Studio. And here is the project. So this is our project. We already started working with project, right? So where is this is our project. Right. In this, we already copied data from different data sources. So now I want to show you how to copy data from SSAS also, because see, SSAS is completely different scenario. SQL Server analysis services and SSAS. What happens, generally we use it for multi-dimensional data storage purpose. It is basically data warehouse environment, part of Microsoft Business Intelligence, MSBA. Right. So coming to next scenario. Now, if you want to practice this SSAS environment, you have to install it in your laptop. That we'll see later. Possibilities there are not. Okay. But now I'm going to show you practicals because everything installed in my laptop. Right. So here you have to select analysis services, SSAS, SQL Server Analysis Services, right? And so here provide your server name and provide your database name. My database name is SSAS_S. So here you can see import and MDX query. So MDX stands for multi-dimensional expressions. For example, you take SQL table, SQL database. How to retrieve data from SQL database by writing SQL queries. Right. By writing SQL queries only, you can retrieve data from your tables. In the same way, SSAS is also database, but it is analysis database. So how you are going to retrieve data from SSAS database means by using MDX queries, multi-dimensional expression queries. Okay. So now we don't know MDX part. That's why what we are doing, we are going with import only. Right. And click on OK button. So here we can expand. So these are the tables we have. Fact table and dimension. We are going to discuss them. So I'm going to select like this. Right, load. Load takes some time. Now what happens, whatever the data there in SSAS database, that will be copied into your Power BI. So now coming to next scenario, table copied. You can see metadata. See this. If you want to see physical data, what to do? Come to right side, select data view. So this is the way. So this is the way, like how we are doing this task, how we copy data from SS AS to Power BI environment. But see, maximum what happens, we are going to copy data from SQL Server environment. Maximum. We do this task between SQL and Power BI only. But sometimes we may go for some other data sources also. Right? And that's why I'm showing other sources. And some more sources also we are going to work. Because just we are in the beginning only, we don't know SQL. We means participants. That's why regular scenarios we are doing now. Right? Even yesterday also, we worked with some concept here, like refresh, how to refresh data in the tables. That also we discussed yesterday. Now one question from my end. What is the purpose of refresh? Tell me, anybody, please. Rani?
Copy modifications.
Right. Modification. Suppose initially you copied some data from source to Power BI environment. After that, if any modifications done in the source, you have to copy those modifications from source to Power BI environment. So how we are going to do the task that we can do by using this one only, what we call refresh. And here important point is we can go for scheduled refresh also, right? And we can do scheduled refresh concept also, that is also available for us. And coming to next scenario, one more time I'm going to show you this scenario. Let's go to SQL Server environment, connect it to your database. Right. Select star from department 1. See this. This is the data existing. Right. So now there is some data in the table source. You check it in the Power BI also. Right. See this. In Power BI also we have same thing. Same data available in Power BI. So now coming to next scenario, I'm going to delete it from the source. How to delete data by using delete command that we are going to start from tomorrow. SQL queries refresh will be started from tomorrow. After finishing SQL server refresh, as per Indian timings, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This week I'll go for Saturday also maximum. Let us see. So 5 classes, around 4 to 5 classes, we're going to work with SQL server refresh, SQL queries refresh. That is really important for us. I'm going to start it from tomorrow only. So coming to next scenario, so delete from employee 1. See this. What happened here? Data deleted. So select star from department 1 table. See this. There is no data in the table. Where in database? You go to this location. Still it is there. You just click on refresh button. Now data will be deleted from this location also. So refresh is really important. That's why I'm showing again. Once we start with the Power BI service, then you can understand what is the importance of refresh. Okay, na? It's taking time, right? Because we have that SSAS table also, right? Because that table contains a lot of data, right? And that's why it is taking time. Right, see that now there is no data. What happened here? Because of refresh, whatever the modifications done in the source, they copied into Power BI also. That's what. So coming to next scenario now. Here we have some concept called as enter data. So enter data means what? Direct data input, and you can create table in Power BI and insert data in Power BI only. Somewhat different scenario, right? So click on this enter data. Place mouse here. You just type column names ID. To go to next column, you can use tab button. Keyboard tab button, right? See this next column. Suppose employee name. Next column. Suppose salary. Now you place mouse here. One. Provide some employee name. Provide some salary. Like this. So you can go for multiple rows also. No problem. Here you have to change table. Suppose I'm giving table name as employee 2. Already employee 1 is there. Right now. Right. Load. So direct data input. Table creation in Power BI. That's what we do. See this. Created or not. But is it like import or direct query? See, it is import only. When you're going to work with enter data, when you're going to store data in Power BI by using enter data, it comes under import only, no doubt. And coming to next scenario now. I retrieved data from the table. Copy paste. You just click on this corner and right click, copy with headers. What is the meaning of copy with header? Copy with the column name, right? And copy with the column name. Now go to Power BI. Enter data. Right click and paste. See this. We copied it from the source. For example, I'm giving name as employee 3. Load. See this. So how it is copied? Please check it. Import. So remember, direct query means you have to write query. For remaining scenarios, we are not going to write any queries. Import. Remaining scenario means what? Import only, right? Just importing data, that's all. But generally, this copy paste kind of scenarios, maximum we will not do. We'll go for SQL Server sources maximum for Power BI, right? And so that is really important for us. Coming to next scenario now. Here something you can see recent sources. What is this? See, these are the sources we access till now, right? For example, you take this source. Directly you can go for it. In the same, if you go for this one, see this. See this. So like this, we have different sources, even Excel. See this. This is the way. So there are different ways. I mean, recent data sources means what happens, every time you no need to provide path or in the same way server name, database name. You can avoid that. Previously used something, it shows there, right? And coming to next scenario now. So this is the way like how we copy data from different data sources. In the same way, how we perform refresh and all. Okay, fine. Now we have to go to transform it. See, I've given building blocks of the Power BI. What are the building blocks I discussed under Power BI? Power Query, Power Pivot, Power View. Right? And Power Query, Power Pivot, and Power View. Those concepts I discussed. As what? As building blocks. So coming to next scenario. Now, Power Query, after copying data or while copying data, we can go to Power Query only. So Power Query means transformations. Transformations. Let's see this. Click on this transform. So this is the window. Right? So now coming to next scenario. This window is really important for us because in this window only we are going to work with different transformations. Okay, that's fine. But see, your left side you can see queries only. Queries means what? To tables. In Power Query window, we call tables as queries. That is the scenario. In the same way, right side, you can see applied steps. In this window, we are going to perform different steps, right? Transformations, some filters also there. Sorting data like that. Some filters. We are going to work with all those things. So when you're doing some transformation, it shows some step here. Then generally, we are going to save that step. For save purpose, you can use this save button or you can also use Control S. But sometimes you can cancel. It shows like this. If you click on this cancel button, the step will be cancelled. But in this practice purpose, in this training, what I do, I perform some step, but I'm not going to save it. I'll go back again. I'll go back because I need same data to perform next task. But in real time, we are not going to cancel and go back again. In real time, what we do, always we are going to save this step. Sometimes we'll cancel, but we'll save the steps. In the same way, there are important transformations, merge queries. Merge means what? Joins concept of the SQL Server development. Append SQL concept. Group by class conditions. In the same, you can see here ascending order, descending order, filters, and see this here number operators, number filters. In the same way, here you can see text filters. Text means what? Character data. Here you can see date time filters, date time data. See here, a lot of things you can see here. In the same year, you can also see something like data types concept. For example, you take right click here on column name. See this. What are these data types? And transformations, functions. So these functions are going to change between different scenarios. See this. So previously number data, now it is text data. See this. In the same, you take Hibernate column, right click. See this. So different functions, different filters, different conversions, different data types, right? What is this basically? See, we get all these scenarios from SQL server only, SQL queries part only. That's why SQL queries are very important for database administrator. Sorry, Power BI developer. Even here you can see manage parameters. This is also related to SQL only. You go to transform window. You can see a lot of things here. Reverse rows, count rows, pivot, unpivot. These are all coming from SQL server development only. That's why I told you in the demo also, some people says that if you know basics of the SQL, you can work with Power BI, don't trust. The reason, now only see, you can see a lot of things here related to SQL and right. In the same way, after finishing these transformations, we are going to work with the DAX, data analysis expressions. Even in DAX environment also, we are going to use same thing again. Same thing means what? Functions, SQL related. That's why SQL concepts are really important. Even suppose you take right click on query, copy data, paste data, delete data. What is this SQL part? Renaming tables, different scenarios. Everything is coming from SQL. That's why before going to, now we are done with this one, like SQL, data copy. But next step, we have to start with transformations. So better before going to start transformations, better to work with some SQL scenarios. How to create tables. So just simple insert, update, delete, then select statements, some advanced select statements. That is part of our training only, right? And I told you in the demo, after finishing data copy, I'll start with SQL. I clearly mentioned, right? So now tell me, have you installed SQL? Because I've given access to SQL videos. Have you done with SQL installation? Rajeshwari?
Yes, Suresh, I have done server, studio, and restore database. 3 I have done.
Database restore also very good, completed, right?
Yes, yes.
Very good, right. Next, Akila. Akila, can you hear me? Akila, we are not able to hear you. Message, please. SQL installation and database creation. Done. Niharika? Hello? Niharika, have you finished SQL installation and database creation? Okay, fine. What about Power BI desktop installation? Recorded videos already giving, right?
Power BI is not there in that, Suresh. Power BI installation.
Tomorrow's class on what? 4 to 5 classes. 4 to 5. 4 to 5 classes. We are going to work with SQL refresh. Then we'll come back to Power BI again. Okay. For what? I'll check. Let me check. Okay, na? Ramakrishna, that guy again left from the meeting, right? Ramakrishna, have you done with SQL
No,
installation?
no. I haven't done yet anything, but I need a drive link so that I can proceed with that.
Give me your email ID.
Can I post in the chat?
Yeah.
Give me a moment. Chat window is not.
Chat window disabled.
Yeah. Oh, no. I'm typing it. I'm typing it. Okay. Yeah.
Akila, no update from you. Have you done with SQL installation and database creation?
From my end, I already completed database installation. I need to go with SQL installation.
Okay, I'm sending you this backup file also, Ramakrishna.
Okay, that's good. I'll do it. Okay.
Now, platform is ready. Get ready by tomorrow's class. Okay.
Yeah. And one more small request. Would you?
Tell me.
Yeah. For 7 p.m. SQL classes, I'm unable to connect. Why? Because there is no link for that. So I'm requesting to please send me that link also so that I can join the class.
You don't have link for 7 p.m. class?
No,
Okay,
I don't have.
let me check. Let me check. Okay, na? Akila, can you hear me?
Okay. No.
Akila? ఇంకా రేపటి నుంచి స్పీడప్ చేయాలి క్లాస్ అండి చాలా స్లో అయిపోతుంది ఇలా అయితే 2 months పట్టుద్ది Akila, finish everything please. Tomorrow I'll start with SQL. Little speed up. We'll try to go for weekend class Saturday also. Okay na? Because it is slow అయిపోయింది. Right then. See you tomorrow.